Hey, welcome back to that 70s Card Show. John Keating here with the Basement Tapes, number 274. Uh, Firmly ensconced in downtown San Francisco for your viewing pleasure. Bummed that Lefty O'Doul's closed during the pandemic. Lefty O'Doul's was an interesting little restaurant, kind of right in the heat of things there on Market Street or just off of Market Street. But things have changed in San Francisco in the last 4 years, that's for sure. Spent a lot of time here over the course of my life. I might have visited this city more than any other city for travel, for work purposes. So it's good to be back. Let's talk about the 1975 TCMA all-time greats set. I've got one of these old Haas Radborn is my lone representation here. But let us learn more about this set. Let's go over here. It says there's 36 cards, $2.13 average value. Total value of $76.50. Set of these between 20 and 50 bucks. TCMA slash SSP was pumping out sets in the 70s. Old time stuff, contemporary stuff, like in 75, we just talked about the SSP Superstar picture cards, whatever it's called, 42 set, and then there's the big one, the 75, 76 big SSP set, SSPC set. Anyway, let's get to some descriptive information about this. The 36 card set measures approximately 2 3/8 by 3 3/4. The first printing of this set features blue and white player photos, while the second printing features black and white. The cards were issued in 6 card strips with 6 different strips in all. Reportedly, each strip had spot in the upper right-hand corner for retail pricing. The pictures are framed in blue with a bat and ball on each top corner. The card name and player's name are in the top and bottom margins, respectively. The backs carry the player's name, position, team name, and career stats. The cards are unnumbered and checklisted below in alphabetical order. So these are a little bit big. And draw from TCMA or Mike Aaronstein's treasure trove of photos that he had purchased, I believe, in the late 60s, and said, hey, he sold the photos, and then he said, let's make some baseball cards. And he found a partner, Tom Collier, and or maybe that happened long before that, I don't know. But anyway, craziness ensued with TCMA and SSPC. Litigious behavior, according to Topps, and of course, a boatload of minor league sets for years and years and years. So pretty groundbreaking, if you ask me. The whole that whole operation over there, it's starting to get some love, TCMA, and it's well earned and it's about darn time because it really did a lot. It poked the bear and then provided many avenues of exploration for card distribution, or I'm sorry, card manufacturing and stuff like that. Meaning, let's put everybody on cards, minor leaguers, old time peoples, new time peoples, all that stuff. So anyway, enough of that. Babe Ruth is your number one card in this set, and then there's another Babe Ruth card closer to the head photo, and then Roberto Clemente, Ty Cobb, Mickey Mantle, Jackie Robinson, and Ted Williams are in a dead heat for third place in card rankings there. So a lot of big names on here. Let's get over to TCDB. You can see the cards there. Cool little set there. And it says 44 cards, 1975 TCMA all-time greats. Teams represented here. This will be fun. The Boston Beaneaters, the Boston Red Sox, Brooklyn Dodgers, Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, Cleveland Indians, Detroit Tigers, Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Yankees, New York Giants, Philadelphia Athletics, Pittsburgh Pirates, St. Louis Browns, St. Louis Cardinals, and the Washington Senators. So errors and variations. There is apparently a Babe Ruth. There's a waist-up photo, and then there's a close-up portrait of him, and then there's a Babe Ruth knee-up photo with red ink on back. Hall of Famers, wow, where do you start? 47 of them in here, apparently. So lots of them. Of course, I think some of those include the variations and all that stuff. So let's look at the trivia. These are standard size cards, not the postcard size of other issues. So, okay. They appear to be a little bit bigger, according to everybody else, but we will not start that fight here. Yeah, you can see Earl Averill, he's not depicted at all, but Jim Bottomley, not really a Hall of Famer there, if you ask me, but not any more than Dave Parker or some of the other folks that are waiting in line, but decent enough career. All-time greats, you got baseballs, you got gloves, I'm sorry, baseballs, baseball bats, banners, all-time greats. Jim Bottomley right there, the back of the card does say postcard on the back. You can place your stamp there, all that stuff. Lou Boudreau, next card. Roger Bresnahan, of course, these are alphabetical again. And the inks are black inks, the inks are red inks, and it appears to be some have postcards horizontally, and some are just statistical information vertically. There's Roberto Clemente, kind of a younger photo of him, I believe. There's Tyrus Raymond Cobb, one of my favorites. There's Eddie Collins from the Philadelphia Athletics. Dizzy Dean, looking good there, Diz. DiMaggio is not depicted there for some reason. Hugh Duffy with the Red Sox is there. Jimmy Fox, again, people continue to spell his name wrong, and I'm not quite sure what was going on there. But James Emery Fox, first baseman in Philadelphia, Boston AL, Chicago, Philadelphia NL, 1925 to 1945. 2,301, 2,317 games, 8,134 bats, 2646 on the hits, 534 home runs, batted 325. Hall of Famer, 1951. That's a real Hall of Famer right there. Frankie Frisch, right there. Let's see here. Chick Hafey, he played with the Cardinals and the Reds. Let's see here. Rogers Hornsby, no doubt about that guy. How he didn't get 3,000 hits is beyond me, but with a lifetime batting average of 358, just not enough at bats, I guess, right? Judge Landis made his way, weaseled his way onto a baseball card here, very controversial figure. There's Joe McCarthy. He managed the Cubs, the Yankees, and the Sox. Won a bunch of World Series, if I'm not mistaken. I could have won World Series with those teams, though, I'm sure. Stan Musial, looking good there. Stan swinging the ball, probably a foul ball, I would imagine. Got a little chaw in his left socket there. Jackie Robinson outstretched. Great photo that is. Probably Brooklyn, I would imagine. Wilbert Robertson, catcher manager from 1886 to 1931. Won 1,397 games. Lost 1,395 games. Hall of Famer 1945. There's old George Herman Ruth. Another guy that didn't get 3,000 hits. And batted 342 for his career. Whatever. Babe, more babe, more babe. There's Ted Williams looking good. Nice young Ted Williams, late 30s, early 40s, before he went off to war. Theodore Samuel Williams, outfielder, Boston Red Sox, 1939, 1960. 2,292 games, 7,706 at bats, 2,654 hits, home runs 521, batting average 344, Hall of Fame 1966. This guy went to war a couple times, so we know why he didn't get 3,000 hits, but would have probably had another 700 hits, another $150 home runs. Who knows, man? Anyway, that's the 1975 TCMA all-time greats, truly all-time greats in this set. The ones not pictured on here, I guess I was pretty crappy of me to go over everybody or to gloss over everybody. Earl Averill, Fred Clark, not pictured. Jocko Conlon, he's an umpire, he's not pictured. Joe DiMaggio, of course, we talked about. Red Faber, Whitey Ford, Hank Greenberg, Burley Grimes, Lefty Grove, Bucky Harris, Billy Herman, Miller Huggins, Monty Irvin, Ralph Kiner, Sandy Koufax, Mickey Mantle, John McGraw, Bill McKechnie, Ducky Medwick, Melot, Haas Radburn, that's the one I have, Sam Rice, and what else we got here? George Sisler, Tris Speaker, Zach Wheat, and Ross Youngs. Not familiar with Ross Youngs, but I'm sure I'll hear all about it via a text message. So that's the 1975 TCMA all-time greats. I really would love to get more of these cards. So watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me is all I have to say. Thanks, everybody. Basement Tapes number 279.